What is up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of LOOCH Rants. It's a new little series I thought I'd try starting. You know, if anybody knows me, I like to rant about certain topics I'm passionate about. So today, I decided to go ahead and rant about skill-based matchmaking and then just talk about the Season 6 weapons and what's going on and what's new. I also dropped a nuke, so, you know, if I bore you, the gameplay's pretty nasty. So, I know this has been beaten in the ground, the whole skill-based matchmaking topic, but I'd like to get my thoughts out there. So to start, in Call of Duty, I guess my opinion is that it just doesn't belong. And I'll get into it and explain what I mean by that. But it's just like, Call of Duty is just a casual game. It's built in ways where they don't think about little nuances that you normally would in a competitive game. There's just basically tons of issues that exist throughout the game that don't necessarily ever exist in competitive games. For example, there's a huge camera problem in this game. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but if you peek a corner, at times, depending on how you and your opponent are lined up and how your connection is, he will see you way faster than you see him. And I mean, it's ridiculous sometimes. Basically, you want to avoid peeking around corners when you're very, very close to whatever's in front of you. You put yourself at a huge disadvantage, especially if the other person is peeking from an angle where they're farther away from the corner. Things like this shouldn't exist in competitive games. At least they should be very minimized because they create randomness, and randomness isn't good, right? It's not. You want things like how good you can aim, or how good you can move, or how good you can shoot, how good you can read the other player and know where they're at. You want those things to dictate how you do in a game, not just a random headshot that you get in a fight that wins, you know, or maybe I'm sitting in a corner, right, in a random part of the map, which is another problem, how intricate these maps are, which is fine. I like it. It makes Call of Duty more fun, but in a competitive game, it's just like, dude, you're winning fights because the time to kill is fast, you're sitting in random corners, you're aiming in, you're playing super slow. Like, it's just not the most enjoyable experience when you try to play it competitively. As a casual player, Call of Duty is the shit. It is tons of fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But they're forcing it down my throat to play competitive, and you guys have to understand that. It is ridiculous. Every game I get into feels sweatier than the CDL match, and I don't even get a badge or any type of reward for playing that game. Another example is, like, I cannot believe that when you get shot, you literally go blind. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it's ridiculous. Not only do people blend in normally to the point where I have to go ahead and mess with NVIDIA settings on my computer so the colors pop more and I can see people. Which also, I want to say, the colors in the game are pretty awesome. Like, this game is probably the crispest Call of Duty there is. But again, a competitive game, you need to remove inconsistencies. You cannot be letting people win a fight because they blend in. That is ridiculous. I pretty much was just forced to go ahead and find a solution just so I could see. I don't want the vibe of this video to be just me whining all the time. I honestly love this game, especially this new season just ignited the fire. I love Call of Duty, been a hardcore fan forever. You just guys got to understand that when you're playing at the highest of highest levels, every single little detail matters. And a lot of times when those details are due to game design, it makes me go insane. It makes me mad, you know? It's instead of it being up to me and my skill, it is just solely on how the game is built. And I think Call of Duty as a game doesn't need to be this perfect, but unfortunately the devs are pushing for it to kind of need to be. Right here, I almost get a nuke and these kids end up not hopping out of the hill. Tragic. Tears. Yo, get out the hill, get out the hill, get out the hill, get out the hill, please get out the hill, please get off the hill.
I was too off a nuke, bro. I literally need, dude.
Alright, here, this game, I tear it up with this new AR. Honestly, it's so fire. Wow, my favorite AR in the game. The best. But back to my points. Like you can see, even in these lobbies, I somehow lucked out and just got some pretty easy, nice lobbies early in the morning on update day. And without making myself big-headed, you could tell that these players just have not played as much as I have. They're just not as good as me. I can't even play fast in those games. It's so unforgiving and so easy to get killed and get kills that you need to make sure you're playing slow and giving yourself every single advantage. You have to work every single kill. It's very, very difficult, especially when you're trying to go for a flawless gameplay like this. Like you can see, look at that centering, by the way. It's just beautiful. But you can see that I'm always moving very slow, always making sure I'm aimed in first, always making sure I have the advantage, I can shoot first, everything down the list to win a fight. And it's just tiring to play like this all the time, man. And it's just, it doesn't even work against even better kids, which is mainly my biggest gripe about it. When you're playing against people who are really good and using the same techniques and the same methodology to get kills, it just ends up being a shit show. It feels random. It feels extremely inconsistent. Everything that you don't want in a competitive game. And again, wrapping this whole entire point together, that is okay. Call of Duty can be like this, but don't make me play competitive every time I get on. Throw an F in the chat for your boy right there. That was the dumbest peek I've ever done. Skill-based matchmaking doesn't belong in Call of Duty. I'm not looking to destroy people who aren't good at the game. I'm not looking to find people who are just getting home from work, you know, and want to have fun. No. But don't be putting me up against the top 1% in the world. You know how many streamers I've run into in the past year of Call of Duty? Like, it's been insane. Never in my life have I run into a pro player. Maybe once. And so far, we literally have like a hit list because that's how many we've killed. Like, it's crazy. How am I playing with pro players, man? I'm not on that level. Trust me. But that's the life I'm living with skill-based matchmaking. So I hope you guys understand my frustrations with it. On the flip side, it is kind of good that Call of Duty is blowing up. For a game to have an esports scene and to thrive and all this stuff, you need it to be popular. So maybe the devs know what they're doing, even though I dislike it. But anyways, I have nothing more to say, really. I didn't want this video to be as whiny as it ended up being, but whatever. It's a lot of frustration that came out through just the entire year battling with all the little small issues. This season is lit. I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited for Cold War. A lot of good things happening in Call of Duty. It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be the shit. I'm excited. But I end up dropping a nuke here. I'm gonna go ahead and let this gameplay roll. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, be sure to subscribe. More coming at you. It's not all gonna be whiny like this, but I like this series. I like just ranting to you guys. It kind of feels natural and it feels fun. So, take care, guys. LOOCH out.
Stuns and shit.
We don't talk.
Get it, bro. Get it, bro.
Yeah, religious.
Maybe we should try to. Maybe we should try to let them have the hard point too, because if they're in the hard point, the clock freeze.
But for me, it's not. Okay, it's
Let him take
100%
the hard
for
point. Don't even
Oh, he
kill him.
got
Just
it.
let him take the hard point.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Go call that shit in. Where? I don't see it.
It
Thanks for
was
the
over
gas,
there.
boys. God damn, bro. That's with the new gun, too.
GG.
Good shit, bro. Hell yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Say hi to YouTube.
So do you...
Damn, you on YouTube too, bro? What's your shit? I'll check you out for sure.
LOOCH
Yeah, me
IQ.
too. Alright, bet.
Damn, I'm gonna hit you with that
GG,
sub.
GG.
You've scored the victory.
GG's.
Let's have another.
GG's, boys.